a name synonymous with life, history, and wonder. For centuries, it has been the cradle of civilizations, the source of myths, and the lifeblood of nations. Flowing for over 6,650 kilometers, it is a lifeline that courses through the heart of Africa. This majestic river traverses 11 countries, each with its own unique relationship to its waters. This makes it the longest river in the world. Its length and reach are unparalleled, stretching from the highlands of East Africa to the Mediterranean Sea. From the lush landscapes of the south to the arid deserts of the north, the Nile's presence is a stark contrast to the harsh environments it traverses. The Nile has shaped the lives of millions for millennia. Its waters have nurtured agriculture, supported trade, and fostered communities. The riverbanks are dotted with villages and towns that owe their existence to this mighty river. The Nile's journey begins in the heart of Africa, in the lush, verdant regions where rainfall is abundant and the land is fertile. Here, two mighty rivers, the White Nile and the Blue Nile, converge. The White Nile, originating from Lake Victoria, and the Blue Nile, flowing from Lake Tana, join forces to create the river we know as the Nile. From there it embarks on a northward journey, a relentless force carving its way through diverse landscapes. It flows through rainforests, savannas, and deserts, each terrain adding to its character and story. A relentless force carving its way through diverse landscapes. The river's path is marked by dramatic changes in scenery, from the towering mountains and deep valleys to the flat plains and arid deserts. The Nile's journey is a testament to the power of nature, a symbol of resilience and life. Its flow is a constant reminder of the natural forces that shape our world. A symbol of resilience and life. The river's waters sustain life in some of the most arid regions on Earth, providing a vital resource for agriculture, drinking water, and industry. Communities flourish along its banks, drawing sustenance and inspiration from its ever-flowing waters. The Nile's journey is a study in contrasts. It flows through scorching deserts where life clings to its banks. Then it transforms into a life-giver, creating fertile valleys that teem with life. The contrast is breathtaking. The Sahara Desert, one of the harshest environments on Earth, gives way to the lush Nile Valley. This valley, a ribbon of green amidst the desert, is a testament to the river's life-giving power. It is here that the Nile's true impact is felt, as it sustains a rich tapestry of life. The Nile is not just one river, but a confluence of two mighty rivers, the White Nile and the Blue Nile. These two tributaries, each with its own distinct origin and journey, come together to form the world's longest river, stretching over 6,650 kilometers. The Nile has been the lifeblood of civilizations for millennia, and understanding its dual nature is key to appreciating its significance. Each has its own unique character, contributing to the Nile's grandeur. The White Nile and the Blue Nile are not just geographical features, they are dynamic forces that shape the landscapes and cultures along their paths. Their convergence is a powerful symbol of unity and diversity, reflecting the rich tapestry of life that thrives along their banks. The White Nile, originating in Lake Victoria, is the Nile's steady and reliable source. Lake Victoria, the largest lake in Africa, serves as the cradle of the White Nile. From here, the river embarks on a tranquil journey, meandering through Uganda and South Sudan, providing a consistent flow of water that sustains countless communities and ecosystems. It flows serenely. Its waters are milky white due to the clay it carries. This clay, rich in minerals, gives the White Nile its distinctive color and plays a crucial role in nourishing the soil along its banks. The river's gentle pace and nutrient-laden waters create fertile grounds for agriculture, supporting the livelihoods of millions. The Blue Nile, originating in Lake Tana in Ethiopia, is the Nile's more dramatic counterpart. Lake Tana, perched high in the Ethiopian highlands, is the birthplace of the Blue Nile. From this elevated source, the river descends rapidly, carving its way through rugged terrain and creating breathtaking waterfalls and gorges. During the rainy season, the Blue Nile swells, its waters turning a deep, rich blue. The monsoon rains transform the Blue Nile into a powerful torrent, swelling its banks and infusing its waters with a vibrant hue. This seasonal surge is vital for replenishing the river's flow and ensuring the fertility of the lands downstream. It carries with it fertile silt, which it deposits along the Nile Valley, enriching the land. The silt carried from the Ethiopian highlands is a gift of nature that has sustained agriculture in the Nile Valley for centuries. This nutrient-rich sediment rejuvenates the soil, enabling farmers to grow abundant crops and sustain their communities. The confluence of these two rivers, each with its own unique character, creates the mighty Nile. This union is more than just a meeting of waters. It is a merging of histories, cultures, and ecosystems. The mighty Nile, born from the White and Blue Niles, continues its journey northward, weaving through deserts and cities and ultimately emptying into the Mediterranean Sea. Its legacy is a testament to the enduring power of nature and the intricate connections that bind us all. The Nile's impact on human history is undeniable. It was the lifeblood of ancient Egypt, a civilization that flourished for over 3,000 years. The ancient Egyptians recognized the Nile's importance, calling it Ar or Aur, meaning black, in reference to the fertile black soil it deposited. The Nile provided everything the ancient Egyptians needed to survive: water for drinking and irrigation, fertile land for agriculture, and a means of transportation. The annual floods, while destructive at times, were also a blessing, depositing nutrient-rich silt that replenished the land. Section 5. The Nile's Sacred Waters. The Nile was not just a source of life for the ancient Egyptians, it was also a central part of their spiritual beliefs. They worshipped the Nile as a god, Hapi, who was depicted as a benevolent figure with a large belly, symbolizing the river's ability to provide sustenance. The annual flood was seen as a gift from Hapi, a sign of his favor. Temples were built along the Nile's banks, and festivals were held to honor the river god. The Nile was deeply intertwined with the fabric of ancient Egyptian society, both physically and spiritually. Section 6. The Nile's Annual Flood, a Cycle of Life. The Nile's annual flood was a defining feature of life in ancient Egypt. Every year the river would swell, inundating its banks and depositing fertile silt on the surrounding land. While the flood could be destructive, it was also essential for agriculture. The ancient Egyptians developed sophisticated irrigation systems to manage the floodwaters and channel them to their fields. The flood cycle dictated the rhythm of life in ancient Egypt, shaping their agricultural practices, religious beliefs, and even their architecture. Section 7. Modern life on the Nile, agriculture and sustenance. Today, the Nile remains a vital lifeline for millions of people. Stretching over 6,650 kilometers, it is the longest river in the world, flowing through 11 countries. Its waters are essential for the survival and prosperity of the communities that live along its banks. It is a source of drinking water, irrigation for agriculture, and transportation. The river's significance cannot be overstated. It is the heartbeat of the region. For centuries, the Nile has been the primary source of sustenance, providing not just water, but also fertile soil due to the annual flooding that deposits nutrient-rich silt onto the farmland. The Nile Valley is one of the most densely populated areas in the world, and the river continues to play a crucial role in sustaining life. The population density here is a testament to the river's ability to support large communities. Fishing is another vital activity, with the river teeming with various species of fish that provide a significant source of protein for the local diet. Modern agriculture along the Nile is a mix of traditional and modern techniques. Farmers still use age-old methods passed down through generations, such as hand tools and animal-drawn plows. However, the advent of modern technology has revolutionized farming practices, making them more efficient and productive. Farmers still rely on the river's water for irrigation, but they now use modern technologies such as pumps and canals to manage the flow more effectively. These advancements have allowed for better water management, ensuring that crops receive the right amount of water at the right time, which is crucial for maximizing yields and sustaining the agricultural output. The Nile Valley is a breadbasket for the region, producing a variety of crops, including wheat, cotton, and sugarcane. These crops are not only vital for local consumption, but also for trade. The fertile lands along the Nile have made it possible to grow a diverse range of crops, contributing to the economic stability of the region. The river's role in agriculture is indispensable, and its waters continue to nourish the land and the people who depend on it. Section 8. A river of biodiversity, the Nile's ecosystem. The Nile River is not just a source of life for humans, it also supports a rich and diverse ecosystem. From the lush wetlands of the Sud in South Sudan to the arid deserts of Egypt, the Nile provides a habitat for a wide array of plants and animals. The Nile is home to over 100 species of fish, including the iconic Nile perch, as well as crocodiles, hippos, and a variety of bird life. The river's banks are lined with papyrus reeds, which provide shelter for many species. The Nile's ecosystem is a testament to the interconnectedness of life and the importance of preserving this delicate balance. Section 9. The Nile Delta, a cradle of civilization and modern hub. As the Nile approaches the Mediterranean Sea, it fans out into a fertile delta, a triangular-shaped area of rich farmland. The Nile Delta is a cradle of civilization, the birthplace of ancient Egyptian culture and a center of human activity for millennia. Today, the Nile Delta is home to major cities like Cairo, Alexandria, and Port Said. It remains a vital agricultural region, producing a significant portion of Egypt's food supply. The Nile Delta is a testament to the enduring legacy of the Nile River, a symbol of human resilience and the power of nature to sustain life.